Westbrook, he passed Gary Payton for 10th on the NBA's all-time assist list. Westbrook did it with 10 dimes in last night's Lakers loss to the Nets. Shannon, how surprised are you by this?
I'm not surprised at all. Skip, the guy's led the league in assists on multiple occasions. He's had double-digit assists in 5 separate seasons. Had a single season high of 11.7. He's averaging 7.5 off the bench, which is an incredible number. Because assist, Skip, you're relying on somebody else to do a job. In rebounding, I get the rebound, I get credit. That's one rebound. I score a bucket, a free throw, or 2 or 3, I get that. I pass you the ball, you got to make the shot. You don't make the shot, I get nothing. I can have the greatest pass alive.
Yep.
You don't finish it, I get nothing. So he's getting 7.5 of those a night. So I'm not surprised that he's moved up. Skip, he was a phenomenal player. The guy's a top 75 player. Now, we can get caught up and says, okay, the last 2 years, but I'm not going to discredit what the man has done. The man averaged a triple-double like 4 to 5 seasons. He's an MVP of the All-Star Game MVP. Hell, he's a hell of a player. He's not what he once was, but to try to diminish that, I'm surprised. I'm not. I'm not surprised that Russell Westbrook is top 10 in assists, considering he is a point guard, considering he has led the league in assists, and he's averaged double-digit assists on 5 occasions. Skip, that's not easy.
No.
So I'm not surprised at all. I think when it's all said and done, he'll be a little higher than 10th. I don't know how high he'll get on the list, but he's not going to be, he's 100 behind Isaiah.
Yep.
And he's 900 behind Oscar for 8 and 1,100 over almost 1,200 behind Magic. So there's a chance he could be top 6, maybe top 5.
I got to tell you, I was very surprised because it snuck up on me. I just hadn't tracked the fact that he was piling up assists. But to your point, well, he obviously 4 out of 5 years before he came to LA, he's triple-double, so he's piling up assists.
Right.
Even though you don't think of him as an all-time assist type of a leader.
Right.
Look, I watched him at UCLA, and yet I didn't watch him because he never really caught my eye because he was not a pure point guard at UCLA. I don't even know what he was.
Yeah.
He was just a basketball player.
He was an athlete.
Okay? He was just out there trying to figure it out on the fly, and you could see the explosion, but you couldn't see the skill yet. And, again, he gets to Oklahoma City in the first year. I couldn't see it. He averaged 5 assists, and I thought, well, he's trying to figure out how to do it, but it seemed forced. Like he started most of the games his rookie year, but it's like I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I'm trying to will the ball to other people, but it's not natural to me. It doesn't come effortlessly to me because I got to think hard about it.
I know if I played with Kevin Durant, I'd have had double-digit assists every year.
Okay, well, that was part of the battle. That was part of it right there. The reason I get distracted is because 4 times Russ has led the league in turnovers.
Yeah.
I get distracted because even this year, in turnovers per 36 minutes, he's number 1 in the league.
Right.
And he had, by the way, we're about to get to this, he had 6 more last night. I get so distracted by the turnovers because they're so glaring and they're so ugly, they're so bad. They're like all-time yank him from the game bad, where I say, man, if I was playing in church league, the coach would have yanked me for that turnover. And he still has, to my eyes, the worst hands of any point guard I've ever seen because he has a hard time holding on to the basketball.
Yes.
But I saw an interesting quote from Troy Brown last night after the game, and they gave him a standing ovation after the game, as they should have. I mean, you got to 10th, top 10 all time.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a real achievement. And Troy Brown said, his ability to get the ball out of his hands so quickly is what's so impressive. Russ will be in mid-move, and it'll just be fired at you. Well, yeah, it will, because I don't think he has a plan.
Right.
Like he'll leave his feet, and it's just like I'm gonna do that, and I'm just gonna whip the ball to Troy Brown, and you better be ready because you're gonna get it right between the eyes when you might least expect it. Not a natural point guard. And yet he has done this. He's eclipsed a guy I had a lot of respect for, Gary Payton, the glove.
Yep.
Well, look, he's done it. Russ has played, let's just round up, 37,000 minutes. Glove played 47,000 minutes.
Right.
So he's caught him and passed him in 10,000 fewer minutes.
Right.
Well, that's pretty great. He's played 2 years fewer.
Right.
He's in 15, and Gary played 17 full seasons.
Right.
Okay? Well, that's pretty great, right?
Yeah.
But again, you snuck up on me because I get distracted by all the shots you missed, the three-point shooting you missed, the free throws that you missed, and by the turnovers. So here's last night. He gets 10 assists, but I'm going to show you the turnovers because I watched the game kind of with one eye because it was kind of hard to watch without LeBron and AD. But here are 6 turnovers last night. He had 2 in the fourth quarter. I mean, that's just craziness. Okay, he walked. And I have no idea. Like those are ones where you just say, Darvin, are you going to let that happen? Darvin, you want to get him out of there? That's careless. It's just careless. And here we go the other way. Russ. Okay. Yeah. Russ, please think. Have an idea. Have a plan. No plan. Okay. The last 2 came in the fourth quarter when they made a little bit of a run, and there was a moment when I thought they're going to creep back into this game, but then it went haywire at the end, in part because of those 2 turnovers. They flipped the momentum. As you know, it's hard. It's really hard on LeBron's psyche. He's still the best passer in basketball, and I still say he doesn't show it, but he's got to be running to the other end thinking, what am I doing? Because to me, the bad slightly outweighs the good, but the good is still, it's explosively good.
I mean, he can still give you a triple-double off the bench. He can still give you double-digit assists off the bench.
He does. Well, he gave you 10 last night, but you pretty much got blown away in the fourth quarter.
It's like a quarterback leading the league in touchdown passes and interceptions.
That's true. Like Jameis. It's like a Jameis year at Tampa before Brady got there, the 7-9 year. So I was curious last night because this game for me boiled down to we got 2 Hall of Famers left on the court. One's Kyrie Irving and the other one's Russell Westbrook.
Right.
And I'm thinking it's kind of mano a mano. And I know, didn't Kyrie post something early? I saw something on the internet where he said
and knew greatness would be out here.
He's out here. Greatness out early, putting in the work.
Right.
Russ was out there. So Russ shoots 5 of 15. It wasn't good enough.
No, it wasn't great.
But the 10 assists is great. 6 turnovers undercut. And he winds up with 17 points, but 10 assists, and Kyrie had 25 points. Kyrie did not have a great game either, but 25 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, but it was enough. It was just enough, and he got a lot of help.
Yeah, Cam.
Yeah, and Patty Mills had a game because he was rarely.
He was due now.
Yeah, he was due because he doesn't get to play very much, but they were down. Not only Kevin, but Ben Simmons once again. I don't know what's going on. Yep, here we go again.
Jacques Vaughn just be rolling like.
He's like, yep, here we go again because he's got.
The demons.
He's got demon soreness is what he's got, okay? So the game was a little bit hard to watch for me, but in the end, I was curious to see how Russ would do against Kyrie, and Kyrie, he won the battle, but he's just better than Russell Westbrook at this stage and age, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Congratulations to Russ, because like the quote from Russ that I loved was, he said, if somebody told me 15 or 20 years ago that you'd be top 10 in assists, I'd look at him like they was crazy. Well, you would, because I think he knows in his heart of hearts, he's just not a point guard.
Right.
It did not. It's not like he was born to be Magic, John Stockton, Jason Kidd, Chris Paul, name them. No, it's not who he was.
But for him to turn himself into that, not a great shooter, he's not a great shooter, not a natural born facilitator of an offense. But he's won an MVP, scored 30, led the league in assists on multiple occasions. He's turned himself into a damn good basketball player.
And he did it mostly with effort and will.
Yes.
He's got supreme will.
Still plays hard.
I can do this. I can do this. I'm better than you. He carries himself with that kind of arrogance that you love. And you know, he's, what do we call him, 6'3"?
Yeah.
But he's got great shoulders. You know, he's got natural strength to him. I don't know how much he hits the weights, but he looks good still. And he can get inside, and he's an offensive rebounding terror inside. God. Well, way to go, Russ. Congratulations.
An achievement indeed. Congrats, Russ. All right, LeBron. Gentlemen, is he ready to play? Is he ready to put on a virtuoso tonight in the Garden versus the Knicks?